Hi there, and welcome back to SettleCarlisle68. I'm Gary, and this is the June 2024 update. And you've probably guessed from the title of the video, at the end of the line, that something's coming to an end or has already come to an end. And I'm sorry to report that it's the Hellifield layout that has come to an end. And you probably may have guessed that from looking over my right shoulder that my tunnel top scene is sat there on the shelf table, and the layout is no longer where it used to be. So what's happened to the layout? Well, the layout has been broken down to the point where all of the baseboards have now been disposed of. I've saved things like the legs and any other wood that was recoverable, and that's been put to one side for a later day, which we'll come on to later. In terms of all the items that were on the layouts, the buildings, the track, etc., that's all been boxed up. You can just about see those further back over my right shoulder, and yeah, so it's all there, packed away. So the next question you're probably going to ask is why, and that is a good question. And probably 6-8 weeks ago, I wasn't in that position of whereby I would have thought of breaking the layout down, but after much deliberation, I thought and decided it was the right thing to do, and there was several reasons for that, and the first one was I wasn't happy with the Hellifield layout. So the Hellifield layout was obviously based upon the Hellifield station, just prior to the SettleCarlisle line, and I decided to do that to replicate what I see and what I go and view when I visit Hellifield. So as part of that, I've moved over to the modern day stock and away from the steam stock that I had previously. So I think there was two mistakes there. First of all, I don't think the Hellifield layout was working the way I'd anticipated it to work, and that was because with the modern stock, it's much longer trains, and the sidings that I had over the back of the layout, what was my sort of scenic fiddle yard with two sidings, wasn't working because the longer trains wouldn't fit in. So I ended up keeping all of the stock, the rolling stock and the trains in the sidings, the two sidings either side of the station, and also in the goods loops. So it just looked cluttered and a mess, and it was an absolute pain to keep swapping the trains over, shunting them in and out to get the right running, and just didn't like the way it had turned out. So I decided to sort of cut my losses rather than modify it further. Decided to call it a day with that layout. So I didn't want to just continue changing it again and changing to maybe another track plan. And if I'm also honest about it, I don't think the modern stock and locomotives work for me. I much prefer the steam locomotives and stock, and the only reason, or the main reason, I moved away from those with the N-gauge was the lack of rolling stock that's available. I had lots of second-hand stock, but mainly is the locomotives that are available, and the issues and problems that I was continually having with the 13-14 steam locos. I had generally 3-4 of those at a time were away being fixed with various problems, because I don't really get involved with that myself. They're too small and fiddly, and again, another reason really why I just sort of fell out with the models, the steam models, not the steam in general. So there were lots of reasons, and then the final one was the amount of room that the layout had taken over in what is a relatively small room. It's 2.7 meters square, and it had literally taken over more than half, and at the far end, or this end of the layout, I'd expanded it so much it was about 4 foot wide, and I just couldn't access the back of the layout for derailments, doing scenery, etc. So and I couldn't get behind it. So that was another reason. So yeah, that's hopefully that answers the question of why I've disassembled the layout. So what's the plans for the future? So I'm not finishing with model railways completely. It's going to be a bit of a break whilst I ponder over planning for the next project. What I will say is the next project will be much smaller, much simpler. It'll be very much a less is more, and it will also I want to plan it so I want to finish it ideally in a couple of years, but most likely the way I work, probably 3 to 4 years maximum. The plans that I've got at present, as I say, are very simple. We'll go into the plans later on in the video, but the layout I'm going to change from N-gauge, which many of you will be maybe shocked at, and I'm going to change from N-gauge to 00 gauge. So yeah, that's the plans. Still in the very early stages of planning. I've got a track plan, and I've rearranged this room now. There's lots more room for other things. So this is the new setup. So I've now got my modelling desk under the window, so I get lots more natural light coming in now rather than behind me. It's coming down onto the modelling desk, and same setup really on the desk. So as you can see, I've got a kit there I'm just about to start. So one of my other hobbies is military modelling. So just going to start that, and then as we step back and swing round, I've got the shelving units which are from previously. I've just moved them back further towards the wall, so I've got all my scenic modelling stuff on those two shelves, and then moving across in these boxes I've got all the rolling stock, more scenic stuff down here, track and kit bashing and scratch building stuff in that box. And then as we go over here, I've got the tunnel top, so that was always removable from the top of the tunnel, and just pondering what to do with this now. With the rest of the layout I've broken that down, as you'll see in this box here. So I've got the farm, bridges, all the farm setup as you can see, and also swing round, we've got the quarry building, and I've also got the SettleCarlisle station, which is a Metcalf kit. So all of this will be going up for sale, so if anybody wants a piece of Westmoreland stroke Hellifield, the farm setup or the quarry, then that's going to be put up for sale. If you are interested, then you can get in contact with me through the Facebook page or in the comments, and I'm sure we can work something out. And going back to tunnel top, if anyone is interested in taking on board the whole board that you see, then I'm more than willing to sell that on as well. It'd be nice to someone to find a good home for it. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to ship or post it. It'd have to be a collection, but otherwise I will remove the buildings, and they'll be sold on separately. So yeah, it was sad to strip it all down. So I've got all the flexi track there. Got the signal boxes, the Scaledale one and the Farish one, and then in this box here I've got all the trees from the layout to the full box there. So again, they'll be going up for sale because they're obviously N gauge and I'm going to double O gauge. And then which makes me cringe when I look at how much I actually spent on stone walls. There's a full box here of dry stone walls, if anybody's interested in those. And then we've got the box which has got all of the shorter pieces of track, and here all the cabling. So a lot of the electric cable I will probably look to recycle on the next project. Okay, so as well as all the track and trees and so on, there's actually unbelievable amount of detail items that I've collected on the layout. So there's lots of line sign buildings, brand new Oxford vehicles, modern vehicles that I just purchased, lots of the Replitech and Engage farm equipment, tractors. We've got the cat diggers and so on, horse box, all the hand painted animals that I did, so all them have come off the layout. So again, they'll all be going up for sale. And then a big box of set track which is under here, set track points. And then we've got the new Stummerland still in packets, medium radius points, curve points, so loads of brand new, so you know I've refitted these recently, brand new medium radius points. So again, they'll be up for sale. Anything you see will be going up for sale. And then we've got my loco collection, so it's a mix of steam, what I did keep, and obviously modern day stuff. So there's some 60s, 70s and a 66, and then we've got a Black 5 Coronation class, a Royal Scot, and a couple of Jubilees. And I've also, which I'm embarrassed to say, I purchased a couple of new locos, and these haven't really, well, they've not been out of the box other than to view. So I got the West Coast Class 37, and I actually got this in place. This is another loco, is the Stania Class 5 with Lancashire Fusilier, which was to replace, I got that to replace the A4 that, if you recall, I had to send back. And then we move on to the rolling stock that I've got. So I've got some of the brand new, remember from the last video, the brand new West Coast coaches, so that they're all brand new in boxes. So there's 8 of those. And then the older Mark 1s, I've got 8 of those. So yeah, and then I've got the network rail Falcon wagons and so on. They're the Dapple wagons. And then the tankers, so and the GBRF aggregate wagons. So yeah, and the Castle Cement, so there's 10 of those, 10 of those and 10 of those. All boxed up, hardly used. And then the final box of rolling stock are the log wagons, the IWA log wagons. Currently I've fitted them with magnetic couplers, but yeah, that's the rolling stock, and the other bits and pieces that will all be going up for sale, unfortunately. But from this will become say, new beginnings, a new project, once I've obviously been able to move all of this on. Okay, so again, probably quite a surprise for many people watching the video, and yeah, it was sad to pull the layout apart after spending nearly 4 years, not 3-4 years building the layout. After a lot of hard work, time and effort gone into that. It's also disappointing and sad that I'm not going to be able to finish the layout and see it in its all its splendour, because I'm sure it would have looked good, even though I said so myself once it was finished with the plans that I had. I'm also sorry for all the subscribers and the people who's been on the journey with me, not to be able to see it all come to fruition and be finished. But for me, it wasn't a project I wanted to pursue. And if I'm not enjoying it, then I was spending less and less time doing it. And with this new potential project, as I say, it should be much simpler. The track plan's simpler. I think it'll be better for me going forwards. So really looking forward to it. Without building the plans up too much. I've obviously got summer and work's busy at the moment, family life's busy, holidays and stuff coming up. So just to wrap it up, I'd just like to really thank all of the many subscribers, particularly the ones who's been with me from day one, and all the ones that regularly comment and give advice. And really big thanks to all the subscribers. Hopefully you will stay with me, stick with me. Maybe a few of the engaged guys won't have an interest in the double O gauge layout, but rest assured I'll be doing videos of the new layout. And yeah, it's been great with the last layout, and I'm sure the next one will be even better. So cheers and happy modelling, take care, and I'll catch you again in the near future. Okay, see you then, bye.